Hey everyone, what's going on? It's your boy Chuck, aka the Gold Gorilla, and we back with another analysis on gold and Great Britain USD for the week. Thank you guys for joining today. I'm going to do my best to give you guys the best setup for the week as always. And if you followed me, you know that we crushed last week. Outstanding job. For all my new followers, just want to give you guys a quick update on how we do business here. So I give you guys an analysis on what I have for gold, which is pretty much always look pretty good. We do very well here. Um, but my analysis is always in the red. It's my game plan. As you can see here, if you follow my finger here, that is my setup that I had for the week. Okay. So I tried to speed things up for this week. I already did some back testing. I went back a few years, all the way back to 2020, where I see some critical zones where I'm looking at gold to make these moves to these areas here. And we'll get into that briefly as we go on. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. As you can see, what we had planned for last week is I told you guys to look to sell gold down to this area, which we were heading that way. Then I also said that we can look for gold to pull back to 1695 area and then come back down. And then I gave you guys my plan. My plan was to, and here in the red, it was to buy up to 1685 and then sell. And as you can see, it hit right on the money on probably day two, I think. Day two, yeah. It hit right on the money, and we sold from there. I kind of veered off a little bit, just to be honest, throughout the week. For some reason, I just felt like I just wanted gold to still come back and hit this area. I kind of went off my game plan, but it happens. I have refocused, and it's all about discipline, all right? So it's sticking with what you have in your analysis. So I wasn't able to capitalize on all the pips that I wanted, but overall, we did really, really, really well. I cannot complain, but I'm a little upset with myself just because I veered off. But we can't sit and brew on that. We just got to go forward and make adjustments, okay? But again, like I said, overall the plan played out and it's still selling here. We're gonna go ahead and clean this up, and I'm gonna give you my update analysis of what I have for gold for this week. And let's bring this here because this is where we're gonna be starting at. Right there. Okay. It's gonna be our gold setup. All right. I'm gonna delete that. And we broke our lower channel here. We got a breakout. So honestly, what I want to see gold is if you're in a sale and you're still holding, you haven't closed, continue holding that sale, and the game plan is going to be pretty much this, right down to this zone, and we're just going to keep breaking zones until we get. But anytime you see that the market is giving a hard pullback where it's really resisting this area, I would recommend that you take your profits and get out of this area until you see confirmation that it want to continue sell, or you can just put a sell stop below each area, and when it hits, it's going to break. Based off the history I looked at during this area of the year, or when the market's in this area with gold, it moves really, really fast. If you go back to March of 2020, you would see the candles are very, very huge candles in that area. So I'm expecting that same thing to happen for gold. All right. So we can look for that to happen here. Or the worst case scenario will be gold just rejecting this and it continue going up. All right. So I have marked off some stop loss zones that I'm looking at. I was thinking 1670, but I want to play a little more safer here. I'm going to go with 1675, give it a little breathing room. If you're going to take the sell here, I would say that would be your stop loss, only because this is a major zone that broke, and we could potentially come back up, which I do want to see it come back up here. Even if you go 50% of this candle here, we're looking at around 1658. It's going to be a play I'm looking at here. I'm about to chart that right now. So overall, this is what I'm going to be playing. That's going to be in the red. So as you know, my track record is really good with gold, and I am going to go with this. This was a very long candle, big push. I just want to see the market come back and give me a retest. Okay. Yeah. Let's take this back off. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to make sure I'm giving you guys the proper area that we're looking to sell at. I'm going to drop a blue line. That's going to be our entry line for our sale. And we're saying 1658. Could go up a slight bit higher, possibly around maybe 1660. Who knows? But I'm gonna play it safe right there. Because I'm gonna take a buy and I'm gonna take all my profits at this zone here. Okay, so overall, I want to see this come definitely in this area. This is going to be my play. And then from there, I want to see a retest back to this zone broken. And then 1580 is going to be my next zone. May get a slight pullback. I'll just go back all the way up. Just be, you want to be cautious on this. It may not pull. I think the move's going to be really quick on this. So it may not pull all the way back up, but we're just going to say, let's come back to the zone just for the giggles. All right. And this is my overall area. All right. So this is going to be my play here. This whole zone can be really hit. I'm going to use 1675 for my stop loss, but this whole area can be an area where we looking to play around. The safest stop loss, honestly, is 1700, but we're talking some major pips here. Let me go ahead and change this to red. So this is a no zone here. If we get back in this area, we're just gonna stay out. Honestly, if you can afford to put your stop loss at 1700, that would be the best option. We're talking extra 240 pips, and even from this zone, we're talking 400 some pips. That's crazy. If you have a really, really large count, I would go with this area. But if you're building your count up slowly, you just want to take small bites at it, I would put 1775 as my stop loss, but be very gentle on your lot size and give yourself some breathing room, because honestly, it could hit here, and we want to still have some capital in your trading account, because once it hit here, I'm sure there's going to be a stop hunt if it does come here. And this may be a 50% chance. I'm going with it not coming this way, but we have to always consider the worst. And that's what you do in the trading market. You don't just assume things going to go your way. You got to be prepared for the worst. And I'm looking for this to come here, and I'm going with this stop loss, guys. But if it does come here, just know that my capital can handle this. So if this happen, I can recover easily by going back in another trade and making all the money back that I lost here. That makes sense. But overall, we don't want to make this video too long. I'm going to go with gold selling for the week. This is my play in the red. And again, the market could just drop from here. So if you want to just go ahead and go with the sell, just make sure your stop loss is at 1675 and hold this long term. If you're already in the sell, keep holding, okay? I think we spent enough time on gold. This is the layout. Make sure you get a screenshot of this. And let's move on to Great Britain USD. Whoa. Okay, Great Britain USD making big numbers. Let's go to the weekly chart, as we know we trade on for Great Britain USD. And Great Britain USD has played out exactly how I want. If you have been following me, you are in big profits. We took profits here. We did not think this was going to go this far, but it did. And now I am expecting Great Britain USD to continue dropping. So let's move this here. Let's bring this down a little lower. All right. I really don't have to say much about this, guys. You can clearly see that the red here is me. It went up, hit it, and came down. It was really simple. Let's take this off and clean everything up. Okay. I have already came and marked off some zones to speed up the time here. But overall, what I want to see happen with Great Britain USD is 3 scenarios. I want to see it come here. Or come here. And then we're going to sell. All right, so based off of the pullback, honestly, if you know how the market works, it's almost like a slingshot, if I can explain that any type of way. The less we pull back, the less drop we're going to get. The more we pull back, the more drop we're going to get. So that's why I have these lines here. So what I'm expecting here is, if Great Britain USD, I want to see it pull back somewhere within this area. So if it pulls to this first line I have here, which is 1.10300, we will come down to this first area for our take profit. If it pulls back to the second one, which is going to be what I'm going for, so I'm going to put that in red. I'm looking for it to pull to this one. This will be my play that's in the red line. Okay. And then last scenario would be if we pull back to this last area, 1.119, yeah, somewhere in that area. We're going to look for Great Britain USD to pull back to this last zone. And it's just as simple as that, guys. That is my play. And again, the stop loss, it's got to be quite high for this one, only because this was the zone that was broken. But I don't see Great Britain USD pulling back that far. That's a major candle. Let's just see what we have here. just to play around. Yeah, even the Fibonacci is giving us somewhere in this area as a pullback, 50% area. So I don't see it going all the way up here, but somewhere in this area is going to be our pullback. Like I said, we could come short, but my play is here in the red. All right, guys. And that is simple for Great Britain USD. Wish you guys the best luck of this, but I know it's going to play out really well. Only what's going on with the dollar right now. I can see this move happening really quick. All right, so make sure you get a screenshot of this. Best of luck with Great Britain USD. Let's move on and see why I came up with these analysis on those two pairs. I'm going to check out the dollar real quick, the DXY. And as you can see, it's been doing crazy numbers here. Long way out of my zone that I want the dollar to go to, but since it's broken that zone, now we're going to continue going higher. So as you know, I mentioned I was looking for the dollar to pull back slightly and then move upward, and it came here already. So let's clean this up and get our next scenarios. So let's say the only way the dollar's going to drop will drop from here if it's come back and break this area. So that would be the only scenario I have for selling the dollar. But what I do want to see with the dollar is to pull back slightly and then go up to the zone, possibly blowing right through it. So let's just put it right on there, but it could go further. And then of course my play will be, again, I'm looking for the dollar to pull back, but maybe a little bit lower. And then I'm going to play that also, the same play on the dollar. So this is my scenario in red. And if this plays out as I have analyzed, this will definitely make Great Britain USD do exactly what we want it to do, which will be very successful. Yes, that's pretty much all I have, guys. And also, I know we didn't go over the oil last week, but let's check it out real quick. I haven't even checked on it myself, but let's see what the oil is doing. Okay. And if you've been following me for the last couple weeks, we've been selling oil since this area right here. Pull down, up, pull down, up. And as I told you guys, the market moves in waves. So we're just looking at this to come all the way down here. This is our take profit. My alerts haven't went off yet, so I haven't really been checking this. But as you can see, the oil is doing exactly what I analyzed and what I expected it to do. And I'm enjoying the oil prices right now because of the gas is really low, as it had went extremely high at a point of time. And so we are very, very pleased with that being coming down to a lower price for everyone. But overall, this is my zone here. I'm taking profits here, but we can potentially see oil drop a little lower if this breaks. All right, guys. All right. I think we spent enough time for today. Thank you guys again for joining. If you are new here, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like this video if you got anything out of it today. And if you're trying to reach out to me, you want to join my Signal group or just need questions or want to join one of my groups where I just provide basic information, you can find all the information in this description and you reach out to me. But without being said, that's all I have. And I thank you guys again. You enjoy your week and stay blessed.
I do is